What's up, Jermaine here, and I want to have a talk with y'all real quick about the secret to beating bullies while I'm driving to work here. First thing you have to understand when it comes to bullies and anybody, if you're going to beat them, you have to understand their art. You have to understand their craft. It's just like us fighting in the MMA world, or boxing, or Muay Thai kickboxing, or ballet, anything you do in the world, you have to understand your opponent. And that's what I'm saying, what's happening now. Bullies have not gotten tougher. They have not gotten better. They definitely didn't get tougher. Because you think back, if you're somebody, like that's around my age, in your young 40s, or somebody in their 50s, 60s, you think back in the days when bullies existed when we were kids. You had maybe one or two bullies in the neighborhood, but that bully still could fight. But if you fought that bully and you socked him in his eye, the next day y'all were best friends, and that calmed that bully down. So you didn't have this big bully problem like you have right now. I grew up hating bullies, and I don't like using the word hate, but you have to understand this word. I never could stand anybody that picked on somebody else. So I became the bully of bullies, and I would go after them. When I seen them picking on somebody, I said, "Why don't you pick on me?" I got in fights with them. My mom would be, yanking me out of the middle of the street. I'd be fighting 3, 4 at a time. I didn't care. Gangs, I got expelled from junior high school because there was a little gang foreman at our school that was talking about they're going to make everybody join. And I told them, bring it, try to make me join. They're going to join me and my nunchucks. And I got caught with the nunchucks at school because I was so dead set against bullies. I hated people who try to make people do what they want them to do or mistreat people because they don't fit into their so-called little clique or whatever it is. So I grew up like that, fighting bullies, standing against bullies, and that's one of the things that made me a good martial artist. And even now, even back in my day, I got in a lot of trouble because I got to the point where, I was standing against bullies. They started introducing weapons. I introduced weapons. I didn't care. I was willing to give everything to take these bullies out. And it ended up getting me in a lot of trouble. Luckily, I got in trouble with the right people, and they ended up steering me on the right path, and I got saved. I got to make sure I ain't getting bullied in traffic right here. Hang on, let me make this turn. All right, he didn't bully me. He let me get over right on. So, anyway, the main thing you have to understand about bullies, you got to understand their craft. You got to understand their art. The art of bullying is cowardice, all right? That's what it is. Bullies are cowards. And the internet, the social network, makes it easier for them to be cowards because cowards' best trick is to hide. Secrecy. They like to hide and they like to come in numbers. So you have to get your kid to understand this. And all you kids, you have to understand this. When these bullies are coming at you like that and they got all these other people backing them up, that is just a group of cowards. It's like, I like those, those little gnats that get into your screen. You got you open your window. It's a beautiful day. You enjoying your life sitting on the couch, everything. You got your feet kicked up, your house shoes on. You have just loving life. And these little gnats, they squeeze through the screen. And then one of them start bothering you like, man, get on somewhere. Get away from me. You're just a little gnat. And then he go and get his buddies. Or he have buddies, and the next thing you know, you got 20 or 30 of these little gnats all squeezing up, up on you, all in your face. You're like, man, what the? They just getting numbers. That's how bullies are. They're cowards, and that's the way that they operate. And the social network makes it easy because they don't have to face you now. Back in the day when we were kids, if you were a bully or something like that, and you were out there trying to bully people, then what happened is you had to meet up in the schoolyard. You had to face people. You had to probably get into a fight and then show how tough you were. Now these bullies don't. And their mouths make them think they're tough. The social network, all this computer coward typing crap and saying this and putting stuff up and getting people to laugh at them. And they think they're tough. The people behind these keyboard warriors, computer cowards are not tough. You kids do not need to be fearing. You adults. I watch people go on and calling people Uncle Times and stuff like that. All these people out here working hard, trying to get along and putting them down. That's an adult being a bully. That's so childish. Come on. So just understand, guys, plain and simple, that the art of bullying is cowardice. They're not tough. They're not strong. The reason that it's getting so big nowadays is because computers make it easy to hide. It makes it easy for cowards to hide. So you got all these cowards out there looking strong, and that's all they are. So you need to make sure your kids know and understand this, that these people out here, these bullies are not strong. They're not tough. They're not the cool ones in the school. They're not the cool ones in the world. They're not the ones out there that's going to be the leaders of the world. They're weak little cowards who are hiding behind the screen. And the only way that they can survive daily, they wake up daily feeling horrible about themselves, and they have to bring somebody else down so they can feel good about themselves. And that's not a strong person. That's a weak person. A strong person brings others up to feel good about himself or herself. So y'all keep that in mind. Let me start paying attention to traffic. It's crazy out here. You know, highway, I'm on 270 going south at 7:30 in the morning. These people don't know how to act. You know how many bullies out here on this highway? I tell you, man.